So, when it comes to identifying credible sources of information that we get from friends and family, particularly things like email, I think that this is something that we all think that we'll never fall for, that we're smart enough to be able to determine whether something is a credible or not credible source of information. Unfortunately, during COVID-19, fake stories, non-credible sources of information have really run rampant. And so, this is something that affected my own family that I wanted to share with the class. My a very close family member, an immediate family member actually, who is very educated, who has an advanced degree, sent my husband and I, along with about 10 other family members, sent this email, forwarded this email. And in their email, they said, please read and, practice. The information is from a very reliable source. So my husband and I proceeded to open this email and check out this email that apparently was from a very reliable source. And when we opened it up, this is what we found. We found this email that says, this information is from the Stanford Hospital Board. This is their feedback on coronavirus. And we proceeded to read, right? And so we read through here. It says the new coronavirus may not show sign of infection for many days. How can one know if she is infected? By the time they have a fever or a cough and go to the hospital, the lung is usually 50% fibrosis and it's too late. Taiwan experts provide a simple self-check that we can do every morning. Take a deep breath and hold your breath for more than 10 seconds. If you complete it successfully without coughing, without discomfort, stiffness or lightness, etc., it proves that there is no fibrosis in the lungs. It basically indicates no infection. In critical time, please self-check every morning in an environment with clean air. Serious, excellent advice by Japanese doctors treating COVID-19 cases. Everyone should ensure your mouth and throat are moist, never dry. Take a few sips of water every 15 minutes at least. Why? Even if the virus gets into your mouth, drinking water or other liquids will wash them down through your throat and into the stomach. Once there, your stomach acid will kill all the virus. If you don't drink enough water more regularly, the virus can enter your windpipe and into the lungs. That's very dangerous. Please send and share this with family and friends. Take care, everyone, and may the world recover from this coronavirus soon. Now, I immediately thought this was a ridiculous email, but unfortunately, a lot of people in my family who are very well educated took this email very seriously. So I want to talk about some of the things in this email that are kind of these red flags. So the first thing that you might notice in that first sentence is that it says this information is from the Stanford Hospital Board. The Stanford Hospital, that's not the actual name of Stanford Hospital. The actual name of Stanford Hospital is Stanford Healthcare, all capitalized. So the hospital's name, first off, is incorrect. It's not portrayed correctly in this email. You'll also see really weird grammar and spelling issues throughout this whole email. You'll see coronavirus is 2 words in one place up here, and then it's 1 word down here, and there's all kinds of grammatical issues with this email as well. There's also no citations included. So they're making all these claims, but there's not a single citation for these sources and the information that's being stated. You'll also notice that they're making some very wild miracle claims, right? So, they're saying that these Taiwan experts provide a simple self-check that we can do every morning. Take a deep breath and hold your breath for more than 10 seconds. If you complete it successfully without coughing or discomfort, stiffness or tightness, it proves there's no fibrosis in the lungs. It basically indicates no infection. I wish identifying coronavirus were that easy, but unfortunately we know that you have to get tested via a rapid test or a PCR test. This is not a real test for detecting coronavirus, and this is a miracle claim that you could ever detect coronavirus by doing this. It also talks about, keeping your mouth and throat moist and drinking water every 15 minutes because it's going to wash down those germs through your throat and into your stomach, where your stomach acid is going to kill the virus. Again, a miracle claim that has no basis in any kind of evidence or reality. Something else you might notice is that, there's not a person listed here who actually wrote this email. We have no idea who this email originated from, right? So there's no person here. There's no, author that I could potentially look up and try to see if this information came from a reputable source. So these are all kinds of red flags that I hope after taking this class, if you were to read something like this, that you would very quickly realize, is not a credible email. This is, email that does not have any kind of evidence, and it's not a credible source of information.